Okay, this probably gonna be a real like rant, and I'm gonna be all over the place. Oh man, it's 6:37 in the morning, and I just, my sleeping pattern is so diabolical. I sleep off and on, off and on, off and on, and that's because I work at night. And I did read somewhere that it's not good for people like me who work at night, because we're forcing ourselves to stay awake. We're going against like gravity, going against like the moon. We're just going against science, because when it get dark outside, it's nighttime. It's bedtime. You're supposed to go to hell to sleep. You're not supposed to be going against, nature or whatever. But anyway, my sleeping pattern is all over the place. So I was like, well, since I'm up, let me go ahead and take my stuff to the laundromat. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I wash clothes at home, sometimes I wash clothes at my mom's, and sometimes, I go to the laundromat. But I want to wash my bed linen. So I said, well, let me go ahead and get up and go to the laundromat. So that's what I'm doing. So yesterday I went on a date, and it was a pretty cool date. I went on a date with this individual before, but I had stopped talking to them or whatever because of certain reasons. Nothing real bad, but I was like, that's a no for me. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up not communicating with this individual since last year. But they had, semi reached out to me. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go out with them. But they were a vibe last time we went out. Like last year, they was a complete vibe. Like I liked the vibe. That everything was Gucci, everything was yeah. And so we went out yesterday, and the vibe was still good. But I noticed like the way he was dressed, not saying that he was dressed messed up, but he was just dressed like a little settled or whatever. But I noticed when he and I first went out, my man had on all balls. My man's face was glistering. My man smelled yummy. And I was looking like, oh, okay. He looked just like his pictures. Him cute, him real cute. And so we ended up doing what he wanted to do. You know how men are with their sports. He was like, well, it's Sunday. Because I remember it was like a Sunday. It was like a Sunday. I want to look at the football game. I. So I was like, okay, you know what? Some of you usually real selfish and da-da-da-da. Against my better judgment. You know what I'm saying? I went on and did the whole little football thing. I was like, okay. And I really did enjoy myself. I'm going to be honest with you. I really, really did enjoy myself. And I enjoyed his company and all of that. So, yeah, he was a complete vibe. So fast forward, the next day he was like, hey, you want me to cook you breakfast? You could come through, lunch or something. I was like, nah, I just met you. I was like, nah, I'm good, because in the back of my head, you're not gonna chop me up in little pieces and put me in Freddy Krueger's boiler room, or put me in that lake that Jason be killing motherfuckers in. Like, nah, I'm good. And he hit me with the thumbs up. I was like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. So I ain't never hear from him. I think I might have gave him a week to get back in touch with me. And I ain't hear him. I blocked him, delete him, da-da-da-da. Press forward until yesterday, we had went out. So the vibe was shifty. It was real shifty. It was real shifty from us being on the phone, because it went from, oh, hold on, y'all. Damn. It went from he's available yesterday, till, yeah, I got this to do, got that to do, got this to do, got that to do. And I'm saying to myself, well, you the one that's, kind of sort of set this whole thing up, saying that you wanted to see me. So I'm like, well, how you go from wanting to see me to you got all this different running around to do? So I was like, I was getting turned off for real, and I'm working on my attitude. I'm working on, it's okay to be disappointed. Damn, this damn van. Come on, nigga. It's all right to be disappointed, but just be a class act about it. Just be a lady about it. Just be a Proverbs lady about it. And yes, I do mean Proverbs lady. A Proverbs lady is someone who is outspoken but speak with the touch of God in it, speak with a whole tone of God with it, that can check you and not make you feel small, but she got elegance about her, and that's something that I'm working on. So I was like disappointed. He was like, well, we could go to the bar, you can sit down and we can have a drink or two. I was like, after a lot of back and forth, like and I was feeling kind of I was kind of vain, because I was like, man, I got my outfit on. I'm trying to show off my outfit. I know that might be childish or whatever you want to call it, but I was looking good, honey. I had that outfit since like last year, and I got out, washed my butt, and got my makeup on. I even put that dark black stuff that girls be wearing. My eyes was popping, honey. I said, oh, I needed to start using this. You know what I'm saying? Because I be looking at makeup girls, and I be like, well, I can't wear too much makeup because I have freckles, and I don't want to have like my high school pictures. I don't want to have no makeup on my face. And you look at my neck and it's just filled with freckles. It's like, well, what went wrong here? You know what I'm saying? If you was to ever see my my high school picture, it's like, oh, she cute, but what's going on right here? But anyway, I ended up going to the bar that he suggested, and it was a nice place. It was out Upper Marlboro. Upper Marlboro ain't nothing but up the street from me, so it was up that way. So I ended up really enjoying myself or what have you, and end up going to his spot, sat down for a little bit and looked at TV. He has a beautiful home. When I say slim house is off the hook, yeah. Only thing that joint needs is a pool and a jacuzzi in the back. That his house is lit. His home is beautiful. When I say that joint is yay, you could shoot a music video there. But I ain't act like no hood girl, like, wow. Oh, I was just like, oh, your house is real nice. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool. But while we was at the dinner table the first time, we was talking about politics and stuff. This nigga in the wrong goddamn lane. And he was talking about the Democrats and the Republicans. And that's one thing, like, my mom get on my nerves sometimes, but I love my mother. My mother didn't reach as old as she is by being a dummy. One thing she told me, you don't really talk about with people you first meet or people at work, is church and politics, because that is a strong topic for, a lot of people, politics and church. So when, I don't know how we came up on it, but we did. And I was personally saying I don't rock with the Democrats and I don't rock with the Republicans, because both these parties are corrupt. Because once you start making to the middle and start climbing your way to the top, you start moving in different circles. You start moving in circles with people who got money, not just no, they got money, and they embezzle. They create little charities and stuff. Like, if you look at Beauty in Black or Black in Beauty, that's some real shit that Olivia and that other dude was in. They embezzle money. That's how they keep the money flowing. You know what I'm saying? Pyramid schemes and stuff. And you're a fool if you don't think some Democrats into some shady shit. You a fool if you don't think the Republicans in some shady shit. Both parties are in shady shit. And I'm the type of person that once I see shady shit, I vamoose. I move it along. I keep it moving. I branch off. You know what I'm saying? And since I see what's going on in this government, I take and think to myself, what can I do to improve myself so life can be better without me voting for a Democrat or a Republican? You know what I'm saying? And even at that standpoint, I believe I still probably, once I start educating myself into politics, I probably would lean more towards the independent or Republican. I mean, it is what it is, because if you sit here and think about it, most people who got money are Republicans. and that's half your favorite rappers, that's half your favorite songstress and all of that. You think I'm gonna stay in a community and the Democrats talk about, yeah, we're gonna raise taxes on the rich people in Washington D.C.? You think I'm not gonna uproot my family and go somewhere where the taxes are lowered? You think they're gonna just take back and not tax people? They still gonna tax the people the hardest wherever, you know what I'm saying, like in that city or state. So I'm not gonna stay in a city or state if I can afford to move somewhere else where I'm not gonna get taxed that hard. Why should I be penalized because I got money? And you know what I'm saying? And you know, I ain't getting into all that kind of detail with him because he was real whatever the word is on, yeah, you need to vote, and basically, bitch, you need to vote Democrat, because he was going hard for the Democrats, and I was like, I don't fool with neither party, because these people don't know, half of them don't know what a food stamp used to look like, half of them don't know how it feels to choose between diapers and asthma medicine, half of them don't know how it feels to choose between, do I get gas in my car or pay for shorties, ballet class, tap dancing class, football equipment, soccer equipment. They don't know them kind of struggles, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I didn't really want to dive too deep into it because he was like really whatever. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna get into that because Slim not gonna like me after the night or whatever, because I'ma just give it to him. I don't fool with the Democrats and I don't fool with the Republicans. I really don't. These people been running this shit since we been here and they ain't get the shit right yet. And from what I heard, the Democrats been running the shit for the longest. But when you start learning about politics, it don't even matter if you got a Democrat president. If Congress half Republican, then the rules are nigger rigged. The rules are rigged. You know what I'm saying? It's not rigged for us to win. And I do believe there are good white people out here. Can't nobody say, well, no, they're not no good white people. I should have came this way. I should have went the other way. There are good white people, but blows me about certain white folks, you have to keep in mind, white folks, that you still got privilege. You got privilege because the color of your skin. It's not your fault that your skin is white, but don't sit there and say, well, you know, I don't have privilege. You do. You know what I'm saying? Just like Dr. Umar Johnson said, it's a difference between like being racist and a bigot and all of that. It's like the rabbit hole goes so freaking deep. It really does. And you would have to study this stuff for years to be really knowledgeable. You ever looked at the Nature Channel or the History Channel and them people be talking, they be like, well, I've been doing this for the last 25 years. You like, damn, you went to school and studied for 25 years. Yeah, that's how long it takes to really study something and get good at that craft, especially when it comes to like history and stuff like that. But yeah, we was talking about that, but I ain't talk about it too much, like how he was trying to blame Eve. I was like, well, are you familiar with the Bible a little bit? He said, yeah. I said, well, did the devil come at Eve all wriggly raw, like, little bitch, you gonna eat this apple? No. I said, well, that's how people are. People don't just come to you and say, I'm here to, you know, be a complete narcissist and ruin your life. I'm here to be a complete sex deviant and completely ruin your life. I'm here to make you go bankrupt. You know what I'm saying? People come with smiles and giggles and shit. They don't come at you all. Very few go hard like that. Like, yeah, smack a bitch and just rape you right then and there. Very few. But most people lure you in. They breadcrumb you in. You know what I'm saying? That's how most people are. And I said that's exactly what Satan did to Eve in the Bible. He finessed her. And then he was like, well, you know, she taught Adam into eating an apple. No, because Adam knew fucking better. And he should have said, bitch, drop the apple. Our Father Savior God said, don't eat it. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna let the new kid on the block change your way of thinking when you and God being like, you know what I'm saying? You and God been like that the whole time. You let this shit just come along. And yeah, sometimes I do sit back and think like, damn, females just be coming along, just sometimes fucking shit up for men. And I'm sorry because I'm natural born female. I don't think I'm a female. I know I'm a female. But if you look at some aspects in the Bible, like Adam and Eve, Samson, that man who had all them wives, it's like, damn, bitches just be coming up on the scene just like job fucking shit up. Like when I asked my daddy, I said, Daddy, this was towards his demise a little bit. No, he wasn't going down demise yet. He had came and lived with me. And I was like, Daddy. And he was like, what's up? I was like, what made you get on crack? And he was like, man, I was around these two chicks and asked them how they get freaky naughty. And I was like, damn. And just like they said allegedly with Whitney and Bobby, Whitney did it. But a lot of men some men just don't speak on it and be like, you know, this, you know, she did it. Well, yeah, that's what I just said. I'm driving and stuff too. Damn, little nigga, ain't shit coming. And I got to see what I'm saying. I'm trying to be a Proverbs lady. I keep cursing. But, yeah, that's my little rant. I'm making my videos. I'm trying to get better at it. Shit, this is me. Heck. But yeah, that was that. I was like, you can't blame that on her. He knew how that pear, that apple, that grape, that strawberry, I forgot what some of the fruit they used to call it back in the day in the Bible, but he knew how it looked, and he knew right then and there, oh wait, ho, we don't eat that. That's why when God came through that joint, he was saying, Adam. He didn't say Eve and Adam or Adam and Eve. He said Adam, because you're the stronger vessel and you knew better. That's like when people be disciplining their kids. Well, they did it. Well, you the oldest. You know better. Basically, you been here longer than them. I just thought about that. Well, no, you know better. Sometimes we do and say things that we don't even realize that's in the Bible or da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if Slim gonna hit me back, because the vibe was not like how the vibe was the other time when he and I chilled. Because when he and I chilled the first time, let me just go this way, because this nigga coming this way. I don't even know why they made this a two-way when there ain't that much room. I think he might be going through some shit and his mind might be da-da-da-da. I don't know, because you know most times men cry alone, and if you with me, you ain't gotta cry, and you definitely ain't gotta cry alone. I'm here, baby. I might not understand it, but I'm here to wipe the snot and wipe the tears away, because I expect you to do the same with me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not one of them females, be a man. Yeah, some shit you are supposed to be a man in, because you are, see, I'm supposed to be over here, because you are the stronger vessel. But other than that, if your mind need to be at ease, let me be your Erica. Let me be your Erica Badu. Let me be your Jill Scott. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just using them, you know, women as examples. But yeah, you ain't gotta worry about that dumb shit out. Like, I ain't gonna have your back. Like, and a lot of times I just think sometimes, like, I left the voicemail on my girlfriend phone. I just think I'm gonna be I don't know what the fuck these niggas want. What these niggas want from a sister. I don't know. I deeply don't know. I don't know. But I don't know if I'm going to speak to him again, because the vibe wasn't like how it was the first time. The first time my man was looking good. I mean, his face and stuff was greased up and he was looking good. But when I saw him the last time, my man was like, it's like, I wanted to bite him. I was like, you smell good to myself. Had his balls on, had his all black on, had his little hat on. I was like, ow. This time, he was like, yeah, I'm here. And it's like, when we went to dinner for the second time, it just seemed like he had a lot on his mind. And he had a meeting, and he was like, he wasn't really able to express himself because I was dead or whatever. And I'm thinking, you could have picked your laptop up and went in any part of the house and had a fucking conversation. You held back because you wanted to held back on. Like, I ain't gonna touch your shit. I'm about to lose my good government job over some shit I could save up for, or just pay with my next paycheck, or go into credit card debt and get it myself. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I kind of felt bad, and I kind of didn't, because the hell. And then when I was there, I don't know, that might be too much to tell y'all. I might save that for another video. But I'm letting you know right now, if I got to piss shit or whatever and I'm at your house, it's going down at your house. I'm not about to sit there with the bubble guts and be like, what he gonna think about me because I shit at his house? I'ma shit at your house. And if I'm really cool with you, I might go ahead and take a shower because I don't want to be walking around with a shitty, itchy ass. Because I'm the type, if I shit in the middle of the night, I get up and I'm going to take a shower right then and there. You know what I'm saying? You won't know. I always been that type. I don't care if I shit at 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. If I'm at home, I'm going to wash my ass. You know what I'm saying? Not no bird bath. I'm getting in the shower and get all in the crevices. And men need to stop this. She on her period. She can. Yeah, I'm on my period. Like I'm on my period once a month. I can't hold the blood. I can hold my piss for a few seconds. And I heard you're not supposed to do that. But I'm on my period. And don't ask why a female is dumping her period pad in your bag. You don't know if that girl got what you call it, what I had, cysts and stuff, and have a heavy cycle. And one time my cycle was extremely heavy. I'm talking about I could be sitting down and just feel the blood coming down. Then when I got up, it was just like goosh. I remember one time the blood just kept coming down. My pants was saturated. Every time I go to the doctor, they keep saying you are heavily anemic and keep giving me these iron pills. I had an iron infusion the year before last. Before I was able to get my myomectomy, they had to get my my blood levels under control because they didn't want to start cutting on me, and then I just started bleeding uncontrollably. So when women do certain shit at your house, like shit, change their period pad, their period tampon, just be there, because I know you got a mama. You might not got no sisters and shit, but I know you done came in the bathroom, saw titty swinging at a pad, thinking it was a Band-Aid or something. And fuck it, that's what happened yesterday. He was like, well, why would you do that? I said, because I'm on my period. Would I supposed to not go on a date with you because I'm on my period? I'm on my period. And I needed to change my pad. And you should have had, a trash bag line. And not saying he trifling or nothing, because his home is beautiful. You could tell he clean. You could tell he get his nails clipped and all of that. But just because you do all of that don't mean you sensitive to some females' issues. You know what I'm saying? And one time I have, yes, that's what it is, fibroids. I had like 10, 12 fibroids removed from me the year before last. You know what I'm saying? So my periods are a lot more better, but every now and again I get hit with a heavy cycle, or I get hit with, I got cramps this month. You know what I'm saying? But it is a whole lot better than before. But I needed to change my pad. And I'm not 15 years old where I'm going to wrap my pad all dainty and put it in my purse. No. Where the trash can at? We grown over here. This grown pussy over here. This grown woman over here. This life going through changes over here. You know what I'm saying? So I need a plastic bag. You got a plastic bag? I ain't got a plastic bag. I got this little vegetable bag. What that I do? I'm going to go in here and use your bathroom facility and piss and pat this pussy dry. Not wipe, but pat this pussy dry, and put this period pad in the vegetable bag and wrap it up and put it in the receptacle, whatever you want to call it. The hell. But yeah. So damn, that joint look like the joints that be eating niggas up. Look at that big ass dog. That's the police dog right there. Damn, I wish you could have seen it. That dog big as shit. And that joint bites you. Shit, it's lunch. But yeah, that's a big ass dog. But yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying dating or whatever. It is what it is. Dating has changed tremendously than back in the day. I'm glad I was able to date in the early 2000s. Because money definitely wasn't a thing for a nigga. Now, like last night, I didn't mean no harm. I was like, well, he was like, because I can't see that good. I can't see that good at night, and I ain't had my glasses because I gave my glasses to the ophthalmologist. You know what I'm trying to say, the eye doctor people, because they had to up my prescription. They was like, it's gonna be gone for about 5 to 6 weeks. You're gonna be all right. I was like, yeah, I'll be all right. So, whatever, I ain't got my glasses. So he noticed the way I was driving. Hey, he was scared as shit. You wanted me to drive. And it's like, can't you see? I said, a little bit. It's like, it's real. The lights look like how it looked when you drunk, but I wasn't drunk. He was like, oh, instead of him just like making fun of him, my man was scared. He was like, you can just pull over right here. I was laughing like shit. He was like, you could just pull over right here. I was like, okay. The hell, I was like, I thought you was going to drive. He was like, I got to pay and I got to drive. I was like, well, damn, I wasn't looking at it like that. You know what I'm saying? But back in the day, you ain't have to worry about it. You know, shit is just sky high. So it's like I am trying to give these men some grace. You know what I'm saying? Gas high, food high. You know, you still want to get your dick wet. That's high. Because no. It's just, this economy is fucked up, man, on both sides. On both sides, this economy is just freaking screwed up, you know. So, and I wasn't trying to be a selfish bitch yesterday, you know what I'm saying, but I honestly was like, well, I thought you was gonna drive, you know what I'm saying. I'm used to riding passenger seat, especially when I first started dating, because I didn't drive when I first started dating. My ex, he drove everywhere, and I will be right there in the passenger seat chilling, bumping to the music, bumping to the go-go, you know what I'm saying? Just chilling, going to the club with him and stuff like that. But this is going to be an interesting summer. But I'll keep y'all in the loop. Oh, shit. I'll keep y'all in the loop. But I definitely don't think Slim going to hit me back, because I think I turned him off as far as my views on politics. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't you know how you got that one friend, that one cousin, that one family member who don't tolerate the bullshit? As soon as they see bullshit, they call it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type, I might not call it out, but I'm the type, I recognize it, and I'm a branch off. And I recognize bullshit within the government, and I'm just branching off. And it's like, okay, what can I do to improve myself in this piss poor, nigger rig, over dominant with men society? Women are still at the bottom of the totem pole. Even white women, they above us, but they still at the bottom of the totem pole. This is a man's world, regardless if you white or black. This is a man's world. Yeah, the white man dominate the society or whatever, white men, but black men do gotta ride on it. They just ride on the bitch seat. You know how you got the motorcycle and the man in the front, and then it's the bitch seat? Unfortunately, the black man is in the bitch seat, but the black man is still fucking riding. You know what I'm saying? So it's a man's world. You know, it's just a man's freaking world. And yeah, even gay black men get the privilege of it. They get the privilege of being dainty, and then they get the privilege of being a man's world. You know what I'm saying? They probably don't want to admit it because they like wearing nails, makeup, and whatever. It's you still gaining from it, and then you doing it in both ways. You know what I'm saying? Most contracts that you read nowadays, they got their own little LBG. You got to be, catered to them. Well, what about us females? You know what I'm saying? I got to keep complaining about certain shit at work, and I'm a bona fide female. It's like, yeah, we hear you. Okay. But let me misgender somebody. They gonna sit there, investigate my ass, and I'll probably go to jail. But here I am, gotta fight. Please put down, please put down the toilet seat, yay. Please put a trash line in the trash can, yay. I saw this same shit stain in the commode, can you clean it, yay. I don't stand when I piss, kind of getting tired of squatting. I don't know, honey, I'm just here. And I'm the type, I'm not going to write somebody off, just that fast, unless you into some devilish shit. Like fucking with kids and raping women, you know what I'm saying? Raping women, that's when I gotta be like, whoa, okay, whatever. But as far as like politics and stuff like that, I agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? Unless, some other stuff. But you gotta feel where I'm coming from. These people are going to do what they want to do. They're going to do what they want to do. They don't care about you. They give you a few little breadcrumbs. Yeah, we gave them free health care. Yeah, we spread the light of the rainbow on the White House. Okay, yeah. But what really goes down is the S&P and the 5,500 or whatever you want to call it. Those the motherfuckers, yeah. And if they fool with us so much, why don't they improve our education system? Why don't they teach kids about balancing a checkbook and about economics and about stocks and stuff real early, like maybe 6th or 7th grade? The white kids learning about it, the Jewish kids learning about it, the private school kids learning about it, but not public. All they learning about or getting forced upon them is that girls can be boys and boys can be girls. That's the only thing they learning. Meanwhile, their counterparts are learning how to build a robot or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But, you know, go off.